Warning, this video is not made to promote or glorify any violence, gangs, or criminal activity. It is only meant to inform and spread awareness about what's really happening in our communities. Chicago media report that Q50WLil50 was a 15-year-old aspiring drill rapper identified as Anthony Smith. Police say he was fatally shot in a Southside Chicago alley on the evening of October 22, 2024. Officers arrived around 8:30 p.m. in the 6600 block of South Champlain Avenue in Woodlawn and found Smith lying in the alley with multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to Coma Children's Hospital with injuries to his abdomen and leg and was pronounced dead. The Chicago Sun-Times noted that Smith suffered more than a dozen gunshot wounds in the attack and did not survive. Smith was a Chicago resident from the city's Chatham neighborhood. The local police have said no one was in custody immediately after the shooting. A news outlet identified the scene as West Woodlawn near 66 and Champlain. Authorities continue to investigate. The motive and shooter remain unconfirmed in public sources.
Chicago around 8:30 in the 6600 block of South Champlain. That's in the West Woodlawn neighborhood. The boy was in an alley when he was shot. Nobody has been arrested.
Q50WLil50's sister calls her brother's op from his phone and tells him he's gonna be 2 days before he was unalive.
Matter of fact, I'm finna call him on 50 phone just to scare the out of him. Let me go get a charger. I'm finna be back in. You got scared, didn't you? Yeah, you thought he was finna come get your didn't you? Yeah, you got scared. No. Yes. He's not that free. Yeah, he's finna get your you was scared. Bro, you just fried my brain. I'm like, as he alive? He gonna come get you. He gonna be with him soon. Y'all gonna be with each other soon. You know he go show. You know he go you up. You better hope let's say help you up there.
In contrast, Chicago drill rap forums and social media have advanced unverified theories about Q50's street ties. Some users claim Q50, often called Q50WLil50, was a member of a so-called Bloodhound crew. For instance, a commenter on Reddit stated that Bloodhound is a real gang in Chicago that Lil Jeff and Q50 were a part of, highlighting both rappers' alleged involvement in violent activities. Another post identified Q50 as a member of PGF, Psycho Gang Family, a gang based in West Englewood, and suggested that his death was connected to ongoing conflicts with a rival alliance known as 147. These sources also mention Q50's partnership with fellow drill rapper Fully Cha 2X. However, these claims are entirely anecdotal. They come from YouTube videos, Reddit threads, and TikTok chatter, not law enforcement. To date, no official evidence has been published linking Anthony Smith to any gang. Q50 grew up in Chatham, a Southside community long known for large Gangsta Disciple, GD, and Black P. Stone's PD factions. In fact, historical accounts note that since the 1960s, Gangsta Disciples and Black P. Stones are the dominant groups in Chatham. Various street sets affiliated with those alliances control different blocks. For example, Chicago gang history lists a Black Disciple set Drill City near 79th/Maryland and Four Corner Hustlers in Chatham. These older gang lines have persisted into the drill era. Chicago's Southside Drill War in the 2010 pitted Gangsta Disciple line crews against Blood Disciple crews on the South Side, reflecting the same GDV's BD split. Verified historical sources, gang history sites, and police maps confirm GD/PD/BD presence in Chatham, but no source explicitly ties Q50 to those sets. In addition to PD, Stones, crews associated with the Black Disciples old block in the Parkway Gardens area and with the Mickey Cobras and Gangsta Disciples also operate on the South Side. Rivalries between Gangsta Disciples, the BDK faction, and Black Disciples, GDK, have long fueled violence in Woodlawn.
Why is he running from home?
No! Watch this! I'll be right back!
Why you want just throw it? Why you just shoot the 30? Why you want to shoot the 30?
Oh, fuck him! You finna see! You never hold it like that, come on!
And he ain't do shit after this.
None of your gun back.
I do your ass.
My dad really so none of your gun back.
Who?
You.
Alright, we gonna see.
Alright.
Come on, play Loso.
Loso right next to me.
Put him in the camera.
He say he a sniper. He don't need to be seen. Hey, I can merchant, nigga. Y'all ain't trying to 2v2. We need some what's your name? I can't let Uncle.
We ain't got no trap. I mean,
no trap. On social, we ain't got no trap. How the fuck we go? You know, cause you know we get them gang ways. I know them gang ways, cause guess what? I used to run every day.
that gangway right now. I ain't gonna say it on block, but that gangway fitness.
Hey, look, don't come up that block again.
Don't come up that block no more.
In late 2024, a video circulated online showing Chicago rapper Fully Chopped allegedly taking a firearm from fellow rapper K-Su during an Instagram live session. This incident, widely discussed on forums like Reddit, sparked debates about trust and betrayal within their circle. Shortly after, Fully Chopped was reportedly involved in a shooting incident, leading to further speculation about the consequences of the earlier event. Jason Stray, aka Tasky, a 23-year-old Chicago rapper associated with Drill City / Bloodhound circles. He was fatally shot early March 11, 2025 on the 1400 block of West 77th Street, Auburn, Gresham. Officers found Stray lying on the sidewalk with a gunshot wound to the chest. He was taken to a hospital and pronounced dead. Stray is listed by drill culture sources as part of the same Bloodhound / Drill City network as Q50. His death and identity are confirmed by the Sun-Times report. On February 2nd, 2020, 15-year-old Marlon Games, aka Marlo, was shot and killed in the 5600 block of South Marshfield in Inglewood. 3 people pulled up in an SUV and at least one opened fire, hitting him 7 times. The shooter, Damian Coleman, aka Day Day, was 17 and already on electronic monitoring for a previous gun charge involving a stolen firearm. Just 10 days after the murder, police arrested Coleman with another gun on him. In 2024, Coleman pleaded guilty to the murder and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. His case highlights how gun violence and system failures continue to cost young lives in Chicago. PGF rappers have referenced him in songs. This detail is from online drill forums / Instagram and has no independent confirmation, so should be treated as unverified. Rivals / enemy gang members include Davion Nordis, also known as Baby Doc, was shot and killed in the early morning hours of May 8, 2023 in the Inglewood neighborhood of Chicago. Around 2:05 a.m., officers responded to the 5600 block of South Throop Street after receiving reports of a person shot. When they arrived, they found an 18-year-old with a gunshot wound to his eye. Paramedics attempted to save him, but he was pronounced dead shortly after. Norris was identified by the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. He is believed to be on the opposite side of the Woodlawn / Chatham conflict relative to Q50. 147 is a rival alliance. In early 2025, 2 Chicago teens known by the nicknames Guero and Mikey, both reportedly affiliated with Damonville and the 147 Alliance, were shot and killed in separate incidents. Their deaths were noted by drill-focused social media pages and local gang tracking forums, further highlighting the ongoing violence tied to these groups. Of the 147 Loke City combatants, numerous low-level members of the 147 Alliance, which includes Loke City BDs, Damonville, and Wimbos, have been killed or wounded in retaliatory shootings throughout 2021 and 2025. Sharif Muhammad, aka CEO Holcomb, from Risky Road, succumbed to gunshot wounds on September 28, 2024. 3 days after a shootout on September 25th in Greater Grand Crossing area. Police say Muhammad, 20 and a 26-year-old man were in a double shooting. Muhammad was hit in the head and later died at the hospital. His Sun-Times reported his death using his given name and age verified. Muhammad was known on the streets as C.O. Hawkim or Lil Reef, a member of the Risky Road crew aligned with the Bloodhound / PGF side of the conflict. This affiliation is reported by drill blogs. King Ty from Loke City killed October 26, 2022 at about 7:57 p.m. near Greenleaf and Greenview, Edgewater, Chicago. Local coverage reports that a 23-year-old man known as drill rapper King Ty of the Loke City crew was riding in a car when another vehicle pulled up and opened fire. King Ty died at the scene. King Ty's real name Tyler Moore. He was identified as a Loke City gang member, an affiliate of the Damonville / 147 side of the feud. The shooting details are official, and his Loke City affiliation was stated in the report as a GD set member. Even in Chicago, a city known for strict gun laws, guns fall easily into the hands of teenagers. An alderman in a violent Southside ward summed it up. Everybody got guns. They can't go purchase a gun, so where are they getting them from? That question hangs over the city. Last year, Chicago police took 12,452 illegal guns off the streets, over 34 every day. Yeah, kids neighborhoods and gangs on blocks still find ways to arm themselves. The police have already seized nearly 1,100 weapons this year just from people who shouldn't have them. You ask, how are they getting guns so easily? The answers come right from the streets. Stolen and clean guns. Teens openly admit they buy used weapons. It'll usually have a murder or something on it. One 15-year-old boy said about cheap guns on the street. These are stolen guns tied to past crimes. A seller will then report them stolen so it looks legal on paper. In this way, a weapon used in one murder becomes someone else's weapon for another crime. And friend networks. If a kid is in a gang or something, he automatically has a direct line to guns. One teen explained simply, I go to one of the guys that's one of your friends, meaning he calls a friend with gang ties who has a gun. In other words, if you know where to look or who to call, a gun is as good as yours. So straw purchasers and dealers. Adults illegally buy weapons in bulk and funnel them to city youth. In one recent federal probe, straw buyers in Indiana bought 90 guns and then shipped them to Chicago criminals. Astonishingly, over 20 of those guns turned up at Chicago crime scenes used in murders and shootings. Even official reports show the scope of this pipeline. A Chicago analysis found 1 in 4 guns seized by police came from just 10 gun stores across Illinois and Indiana stores. These facts are shocking. They mean a teen in Chicago can often get a gun more easily than a law-abiding adult. In playgrounds and alleyways, guns are treated like candy, easy to buy or steal. One young boy on Chicago's South Side described the market plainly. You don't need permission or a license, just know the right people. Still, numbers underscore how big the problem is. Police say thousands of kids and teens are caught with guns each year, and the guns they carry fuel much of the violence. Last year, Chicago officers recovered more guns than ever, yet homicides still climb. Experts warn that stopping straw purchases and cracking down on the dealers feeding gangs is critical, but on the streets, teens stay focused on survival. As one community member put it, kids carry guns to protect ourselves because the other kids got guns. In interviews and online forums, the tone is grim. A Chicago resident wrote angrily on social media about a video of teens with guns. Where are the parents? Little kids carrying guns with an air of confidence. It's the new normal that fuels drill rap videos and news clips. The reality is painful. Children as young as preteens are armed. Music videos, Instagram and TikTok feeds show teen boys flipping their shirts to reveal pistols, treating bullets like jewelry. For Chicago's families and leaders, the message is both simple and terrifying. Guns are everywhere on the street, even for kids. We have seen it with our own eyes and heard it from those living it. It's a crisis that a police report or statistic can't fully capture, but the cold numbers say it all. Tens of thousands of guns circulate in this city each year, slipping through cracks into youthful hands. And as a community, we can only listen and respond to these honest street voices before more young lives are shattered by a bullet that was too easy to find. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed and stay well. Yeah, I'm out.